So today we're going on 3 different hunts. We're starting out in the water. We're going to hunt it a little bit in the water. Then we're going to go out to the bottle dump that was out in the woods that we found some of the complete bottles at. And then after that, I kind of wanted to orbit a little bit and we'll see what we come across. But somewhere in here, I swear I've got this 33, 34 signal. I don't know, buddies. Another clay marble fragment, though. Back to the dig. Here's our signal. This thing was really hard to recover. It's very light. It's aluminum. So, that's a heart stopper right there. At this signal, I don't know if I can see it, but it's bouncing between 11 and 12. 6 inches of depth, so we'll get to it. I'm not sure what this is. It's like some kind of lead solder, but that's our 10, 11, 12 signal. Look at that out. That doesn't look like it'd be too pleasant to step on. In that same hole now is a 15 signal. So we'll get that one out next. All right, so somewhere in the scoop we've got it. Dump this crap out of here. Whoop. This one was that 15 signal. Oh, there it is right there. Not really sure what that is, but definitely rotted out. A piece of aluminum or something, zinc. Signal bouncing between, I don't know what it was, nice and solid there for a second. So I had a 910 signal down there. Looks like we've got a unfired, actually it's a misfire. You can see where it hit the cartridge right there, but she didn't go off. Down here we got a 16, 17 signal. So this one makes me sad, because right, that hits it at a 3 because it's on edge, but that looked like a silver in my hand. Right here I got a tone between 20 and 31, so you know it's gonna be a real piece of crap. Right, here's our target. Looks like a piece of battery cable with shrink tubing on it that got cut and crimped off. So that's why she's a wicked high tone, big old piece of copper. All right, so what we're doing here, this is that same bottle dump. And this morning I kind of came out here to dig up some more glass to try and fill in some of the pieces, and I'll show you that project later. I've been pulling out a lot of the big pieces of glass, trying to glue them together so that we can make some complete bottles. And then what's left over, I want to make a shadow box kind of coffee table out of it, so I have all the different pieces of glass in there and shards and whatnot. So we're going to start sifting with some gardening tools I picked up here. And this is the first find, and we're kind of just going to go through as I find it. But this is like a monkey playing an instrument. So I don't know what the story is of that, but we'll clean it up when we get back home. Here's our next target we just pulled out. It says patent date is August 1st, 1860. It looks like J.C. Baker's is the patent holder. Little jar lid. Here we have another one, it looks like right here. Yeah. This one has a different patent, May 20th, 1869. So this is the newest one we found so far. So I just found this thing, and I think this is a thermometer. It's not broken. It doesn't look like it anyway. It looks like a thermometer, very old thermometer. You can see there's mercury still in there. Huh. All right, so I just started flicking some of this dirt to the side, and another lid popped out right here. Another one of these, looks like the 1869 varieties. Sure is. All right, so just beyond that lid, this is, so close. So close to being complete. Just missing the stem. So I don't know, on the surface here was this little piece. Almost looks like roached out copper to me, so we're going to set that in the dork box. We'll investigate that later. I haven't the slightest idea what this is. I don't know if this is a bottle or what, but it's definitely different. All right, we got another one of these lids. This one, different patent date, 1862. So maybe a little different design. All right, here's one. This is the older style one. A little chip out of it. 1861. Got a bit of a weird surface find here. I really don't know what this is. I'm not sure if that's a button or an eyeball. It might have been a button. We'll clean it up at home and take a look. We're at the base of this huge tree. And at this place, I don't know what the story is, but it's loaded with shotgun signals here. So hopefully we can fish something out of here. An overload, so. But we're right next to the railroad, so. I'm wondering if there wasn't maybe something else here. And yeah, a lot of shotgun signals, but the ground is very active. And this is, oh. This is a cool surface find. I'm digging on this. I'm digging on this. It's a big old crock. I bet you. We got all the pieces here for this one. And she ain't in bad shape. All right, we've got something of interest here. This is where it was really exploding with signals. And if you look, that's a cast iron wood stove right there. Another piece of it right there. There's where the crock is. So this must have been some kind of structure right here, which is exciting as heck because I spent a lot of time looking for stuff like this out here. All right, not far, this signal. Right here. That sound right there. Hear that? That's interesting. That's bottle-ish. Ooh, it was a bottle. Sure. Look at the age on that. So right where we're standing must be another kind of privy. That's an old one right there. Let's see what it is. Let's get in here. Well, that's different. That's like this is like, to me, one of these Civil War era J hooks that's a little bent up. And I don't know enough about that stuff, but I want to know more about this bottle, wherever that is. There's the piece. Ooh, BAL. This is one we need. Let's stick this in the dork. We want the pieces off this one, because if that's a hometown bottle, I want to know about it. All right, we've got a train coming in, but kind of a high screamer. 90 signal. Still a 90. So there's our first notable target of the day. This is an ID tag off something. It looks like it would wrap against a round shaft. I'm not sure what, but it says 4. And there's some kind of writing on the top and bottom, but we'll have to clean that up later. It's light, probably aluminum. Most likely off a power pole. High 70s, low 80s, next to a plug I've already dug. Remember yesterday, or the other day when I was here, it was raining hard. Oh. So here's our target. This is a gun cleaning rod. And there's still more there. That's 100. That's what that is. It's threaded on both ends, brass. That's for cleaning a gun. There's another piece of rod right there. Right, this target. It sounds sweet on the center of the coil, but on the edges, it sounds like an iron target. But it's a higher 80s number, so definitely want to get this out of the ground. I mean, that, just off to the side, you know, there's some interesting big old pieces of stove here, right here in this spot. So, these, I don't know if we talked about these before, but these always sound really good. These are the square nuts used to join the rails together. So we'll toss that back over to the railroad because these are actually illegal to scrap, along with all the other rail parts. And I hit a tree. This is a crazy overload signal. But it's super tight. 86. So it might just be something on the surface. Yeah, it is. Aha! Look at that. So we've got our first real relic out of this place. It's an old pocket watch. Here at the base of this tree. It's like 50. Yeah, it's definitely right in the base of the tree. So we'll see if we can't peel away the layers of time here. That's an interesting looking rock. Is it a rock? Nope, it's not. That's our target. No more fragments in the hole. It's a little piece of brass. I have no idea what it is. All right, checked my hole with a detector. Still getting a signal here. So maybe we'll get an answer as to what that little piece is. Okay, off to this side. Yep. Oh, look at that. There's more. There's the rest of it. The well hath not run dry for whatever that is. Now we're getting up to a 75. Yep, another piece. That must be the final piece. 100%, because I was looking at it and it was missing a piece. So now we have all of it. So I'll lay this out for you super quick. It goes this piece, and then that end piece. So if somebody knows what that is, please tell me, because I haven't a clue. This is another crazy signal. It's overloading the coil. Yeah, what do we got here? Looks like a wedge. Splitting wedge. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. We'll take that. This one's probably pretty close to, oh, I see it, I think. Yeah. So I'm told that these are blob top stoppers. All right, in here. It's like another shotgun signal, but you gotta clear these shotgun signals. Gotta do it. Otherwise you'll never find anything good in a spot like this. You know? All right. All right, not a shotgun signal. It looks like a little latch mechanism threaded there, like you'd twist it and it would retract this pin. All right, I have no idea what this is. Just dug it out of this hole. But it's definitely a brass target, and there's definitely something on it. All right, I just brushed this up a little bit. I forgot I had a brush on me, but it says patented September 25th, 88, so it'd be 1888. Rochester, New York. And I'm not sure what this is. It says like it says Curtis Brothers Company. So I'm not sure what this would have been off of, but 1888, that's the age of this place, or at least when this thing was produced. Right here we have mid-80s. Sometimes it hits the old low 90. Shaped iron, possibly our target. This, I actually know what this is. This is the bottom of an anchor point. This signal sounded like a piece of junk, so I didn't really start filming it live, but this is the target. I'm not really sure what this is. Looks like some kind of suspender class thing with some fancy on it. I have no... This looks like some kind of crusher to me. It's an old bit of iron right there. Maybe someone can tell me on that one. All right, we've switched to an iron sifting program. We're kind of orbiting it a little bit. '87 here in the middle of this. We're gonna be careful because we're like surrounded, I think, by poison ivy. Oh, I saw it. It looked like a buckle. A small one. There it is. That's an older style buckle with a raised mount. $49 to $52. Okay. That looks like the end of a pocket knife. So we need to check this hole more. Yeah, there's more there. Put that on the old shovel. There's blade. More. Yeah, that's the other end of the knife. This right here is a 92 under this tree. Well, you know what? I bet you this is it right here. This is another splitting wedge. So we'll take that one as well. So we're going to do the wrap up right now, and this is just to kind of show you some of our trash. I swear I dug about 80 or 90 shotgun signals out there. But that's what I had to do to get this stuff. So we'll start off with the water. I didn't save any of the trash out of the water, and I didn't catch this on film, but I did actually get, oops, my first water silver coin. A very corroded 1955, or 53 rather, I'm sorry, D. Roosevelt dime. So first water silver, very happy to have it. Never pulled silver out of the water before. But here's the stuff that we got sifting the bottle dump. You can see, gosh, I don't know, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lids. And then we'll kind of go through from there. So this is the monkey playing a set of bagpipes. No writing on it or anything like that. I looked up what this was, but I already forgot. So I wish I could tell you what style this was, but it's period to this stuff right there. This bottle right here we got out. Stoneware, I don't know, it's hollow in there. I'm not sure what that would have been used for. Maybe you can tell me. And then we got into the, actually this lid, this is another stoneware lid. It's got a vent hole in it. But I started gluing together some of the glass out of there. So we kind of go left to right here. Here's one of the pieces. This one has nothing on it, just interesting. This big one was in quite a few pieces. I didn't get the top, but Medical Discovery, Dr. Kennedy's, who I heard was just a quack. And this is from Roxbury, Mass. I heard basically when I looked up this bottle that high alcohol content, so that's what was really eliminating your ailments there. This green glass bottle here says Hawthorne Spring. It's out of Saratoga. It's a sparkling water bottle. I kind of got some of these other glasses here. These pieces of crystal, I guess. But going over to this new place I found in the woods. Here's what kind of started it off, this big crock. So I got most of the pieces. There are some, a couple big chunks missing, but there is some kind of maker's mark on there. Maybe you can tell me where that's from. And then the next target was this cool blob top bottle from Balsam Spa. And here's a look at the rest of the finds. So these are the two blob stop toppers. These I didn't catch on video. I don't know what they are. They're domed. But again, maybe you can tell me what that is. There's our gun cleaning rods. This piece right here, I thought it was off a power pole, so I cleaned it off. I actually know what this is. So the side path Saratoga 60, that's the registration number. This was meant to wrap around the front tube on a bicycle, and you would register your bike to go on these interurban bike paths that were tolled. So you have to buy a registration tag. And these things, it's interesting because right next to this spot was trolley, and I found that there was this lawsuit against the trolley because the trolley basically built on top of the side path and took that stuff over when they electrified Schenectady Railway. Found this. Not sure what this is. Cut piece of brass. Looks pretty crude, well made. Here's our pocket watch body. Kind of neat. This was that under the tree target. No idea what it is, so again, you got to tell me if you know. Here's our Curtis Brothers 1888. I guess this is a ketchup lid. Our raised post buckle. There's the fragments of our pocket knife. That hinge. Our two stone splitting wood, or not stone, one's wood for sure. I think this one's probably also wood. And this, this is what I said was the anchor point. I'm going to explain to you how I know that's an anchor point because I've dug these things before in full form. So there's the complete piece. This would be, you pour concrete around this, I guess. That's what I was told. and you'd bolt on that end, probably a big heavy sign for the railway. It's just a neat piece of history, and I hope that you've enjoyed kind of this longer hunt and enjoyed kind of doing something a little different, hunting all this glass. So I'm going to try going somewhere new next and get back to doing some detecting and leave the glass for later. And all those other fragments, yeah, they're all in there categorized for the winter time, so I can get back to putting them together when I get that opportunity. So enjoy.